My precious child, hear these words as they flow directly to your heart. You are enough. In a world that measures worth by what you achieve, how you look, or how much you possess, I want you to rest in this truth. I created you with intention, with love, and with purpose. From the moment you were formed, you were enough. Not because of what you have done, but because of who you are in me. Do you know how deeply you are seen? I see the battles you fight within yourself. I see the doubt that creeps into your mind, whispering that you need to be more, do more, or give more to be worthy. But those voices are not from me. My voice speaks life over you, not condemnation. My voice calls out the truth that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, crafted by my own hands. When you feel small, when you feel inadequate, when you feel like you are not enough, know this. Those feelings do not define you. My love defines you. Even now, as you listen to these words, you may feel a stirring in your soul, a mixture of hope and disbelief. Could this truly be for me? Yes, child, it is for you. You are my creation, and I delight in you. You don't need to add anything to your essence to gain my approval or love. I loved you at your best, and I loved you at your worst. My love for you is unchanging because my nature is unchanging. I know the weight you carry, the pressure to meet expectations, the comparisons that steal your joy, the fear of failure that holds you back. They are heavy burdens, but I never intended for you to carry them alone. I'm here to remind you that your worth is not found in perfection. It is not tied to your achievements or the validation of others. It is not in how others perceive you, or even in how you perceive yourself. Your worth is intrinsic, flowing from the fact that you are mine. When you feel the sting of rejection, remember this: I will never reject you. When you feel invisible, know that I see you completely. I see the tears you cry when no one is looking. I hear the silent prayers you think no one hears. And I am with you in every moment. There is no distance you can run, no darkness you can hide in, where my love won't reach you. You don't have to prove your value to me. You are enough simply because I made you, and my creation is never lacking. You often strive to earn what is already freely given. My love cannot be earned. It is a gift. My grace is sufficient for you, even when you feel insufficient. Do you see? Your flaws, your mistakes, your imperfections, they do not disqualify you from my love. In fact, they are the very things that make you a perfect recipient of my mercy and grace. Where you see brokenness, I see beauty. Where you see weakness, I see an opportunity for my strength to shine through. Pause for a moment and think about the lilies of the field. They neither toil nor spin, yet I clothe them in beauty that surpasses even the greatest splendor of kings. Are you not worth far more to me than these? If I care so deeply for the flowers and the birds, how much more do I care for you? You are worth so much more than you can imagine. Not because of what you do, but because of who you are, a reflection of my love and creativity. Sometimes you look at others and think, if only I were more like them. But I did not make you to be anyone else. I made you to be you. The gifts I have placed within you are unique and needed in this world. You may not see their full value yet, but trust that I do. Comparison robs you of the joy of being yourself. It distracts you from the path I have laid out for you. Fix your eyes on me, and I will show you the beauty of who you are. You are enough even in your struggles. When life feels overwhelming, when you stumble and fall, when you wonder if you can get back up again, I am with you. I am the one who lifts you up, who carries you through the storms, and who sets your feet on solid ground. Your value does not diminish in hard times. If anything, it is in those moments that my love for you becomes even more evident. I want you to see yourself as I see you, not through the lens of shame or inadequacy, but through the lens of love and truth. You are not a mistake. You are not a burden. You are not too much or too little. You're enough. Let go of the lies that tell you otherwise. Release the need to prove your worth to a world that does not understand your true value. Rest in the assurance that you are fully known and fully loved. My child, I have great plans for you. Not because you need to earn a place in my heart, but because I delight in giving you purpose. You were made for good things. You were made to shine, to love, to grow, and to live a life that reflects my glory. But even if you stumble on the path, even if you lose sight of the way, My love for you remains constant. Your value does not waver based on what you do or don't do. There is nothing you can do to make me love you more, and there is nothing you can do to make me love you less. My love is complete, whole, and everlasting. Let that truth settle into your heart. Let it quiet the doubts and fears that tell you otherwise. Let it remind you moment by moment that you are enough. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't need to strive endlessly for something that is already yours. You are enough because I say you are. And my words are truth. Trust in me, and you will find peace. Trust in my love, and you will find rest. Trust that you are enough just as you are. Let these words be a balm to your soul. You are enough, not because of what the world says, not because of what you have achieved, but because you are my child, and that will never change. Let these words echo deeply within you. You are enough because you are loved with a love that has no end. It is a love that existed before you were born and will endure for all eternity. My love is not conditional. It does not ebb and flow with the seasons of your life. It is steadfast and unshakable. And because of this love, you never need to question your value or your purpose. When you feel like you fall short, remember that I am not measuring you by impossible standards. I do not look at you with disappointment or frustration. I see you through the lens of grace. I see your heart, your intentions, and your potential. I see your struggles, and I do not turn away. You are enough even when you falter, even when you feel lost or uncertain. My love is your anchor, holding you steady in every storm. Do not believe the lie that you need to be perfect to be loved. Perfection was never the requirement. I have called you into relationship with me, and in that relationship, there is space for your flaws, your doubts, and even your failures. My love is not contingent upon your ability to get everything right. In fact, it is in your moments of weakness that my power is made perfect. When you feel weak, lean into me, and you will find strength beyond what you thought possible. Every part of you matters to me, the parts you're proud of and the parts you wish you could hide. I see it all, and I call it good. I created you in my image, and nothing about you is a mistake. Even the scars you carry, whether on your body or in your heart, have a purpose in my hands. They tell a story of resilience, redemption, and hope. They are a testament to the beauty that comes from ashes. Let go of the need to earn what I have freely given. Let go of the constant striving to prove yourself. You are not defined by your productivity or accomplishments. Your worth does not rise or fall based on the opinions of others. I do not weigh your value on a scale of human success. To me, you are priceless, a treasure beyond measure. When you feel unseen, know that I see you. When you feel unheard, know that I hear your every word, even the unspoken ones. When you feel unworthy, know that I have declared you worthy. I am the one who speaks life over you, who calls you by name, and who delights in you simply because you are mine. You may wonder how I can love you so deeply, especially when you feel so far from perfect. But my love is not dependent on your perfection. It is rooted in my perfection. I am love itself, and that love overflows to you without limitation. My love is not something you can earn, it is a gift. And because it is a gift, you cannot lose it. Rest in this truth. You are enough, not because of anything you have done, but because I have declared it so. The world will try to tell you otherwise. It will try to convince you that your worth is tied to your achievements, your appearance, or your possessions. But the world's standards are fleeting and empty. My truth is eternal, and my truth says, you are enough. When the noise of the world becomes overwhelming, come to me. When you feel like you're drowning in expectations and pressures, let me be your refuge. I will quiet your heart and remind you of what is true. You don't need to carry the weight of proving yourself. In my presence, you can lay it all down and simply be. I want you to know that you are deeply cherished. You are valued beyond measure. You are loved beyond comprehension. And none of this depends on your performance or perfection. It depends only on the fact that I am your creator, and I have chosen to love you with an everlasting love. Take a deep breath and let these words settle in your spirit. You are enough. Not because of what you have done, but because of who you are in me. You are enough in your joy and in your sorrow, in your victories and in your struggles, in your confidence and in your doubt. My love for you is unchanging, and it is the foundation of your worth. You are enough because I say you are, and my word never fails. My child, let this truth be your anchor, your comfort, and your guide. You are enough today and always. You are enough, even in the quiet moments when no one else seems to notice. Even when the world moves on as if you are invisible, I see you. I see every thought, every longing, and every dream that dwells in your heart. Nothing about you escapes my attention, and nothing about you is forgotten by me. My love for you is not conditional on how much you are noticed or celebrated by others. It is not rooted in applause or approval. It simply exists, eternal and unchanging, because you are mine. There is a sacredness in the stillness, in the moments when you feel small or unseen. It is in those moments that I whisper the loudest to your soul. I am here, I am with you, and you are enough. Let those words fill the spaces where doubt has crept in. Let them echo in the chambers of your heart until they drive out every shadow of fear and uncertainty. Do not underestimate the beauty of who you are. The world may tell you that your worth lies in what you do or how much you accomplish, but I look deeper. I see your heart, and it brings me joy. I see the kindness you offer to others, even when you feel depleted. I see the quiet acts of love that no one else notices. I see the courage it takes for you to face each day, especially when the road ahead feels uncertain. You are enough because I have written your name on the palms of my hands. You are engraved in my heart, and no force in heaven or on earth can remove you from my love. I have loved you with an everlasting love, a love that began before time itself and will stretch into eternity. This love is not something you have to strive for. It is a gift I give freely and joyfully. When you feel burdened by your past, remember that I do not see you through the lens of your mistakes. I see you through the lens of redemption. My forgiveness is complete, and my mercy is new every morning. You are not defined by where you have been or what you have done. You are defined by my grace, which has the power to make all things new. When you worry about the future, know that I hold it in my hands. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be perfect or flawless to step into the plans I have for you. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for trust. Trust that I am with you, that I will guide you, and that my strength is sufficient for every step of the journey. You are enough in your waiting, in your hoping, and in your longing. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. Your story is not stagnant. It is unfolding according to my perfect timing. Trust that I know the desires of your heart, and that I am faithful to fulfill my promises. Remember the truth of my word. I have called you by name, and you are mine. You are precious in my sight, and I honor you because I love you. These are not empty words. They are the foundation of who you are. They are the truth that stands firm no matter what storms may come. You are enough because my power is made perfect in your weakness. Where you see limitations, I see opportunities for my glory to shine through. When you feel inadequate, I remind you that my grace is sufficient. I have chosen you, not because you are flawless, but because you are willing. I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. And you, my child, are called by me. Let go of the voices that tell you otherwise. The voices that say you need to be someone else, do something more, or achieve something greater to be worthy. Those voices are not of me. My voice speaks peace, not pressure. My voice speaks love, not judgment. My voice reminds you that you are already enough, exactly as you are. You are enough because I created you with purpose. There is no part of you that is accidental or insignificant. Every gift, every talent, every aspect of your personality was designed by me for a reason. Even the things you see as weaknesses can be used for my glory. I have woven you together with care and intention, and I have placed you in this world for such a time as this. Do not be afraid to embrace who you are. Do not shrink back or hide because you feel unworthy. I have made you to be a light in the darkness, a reflection of my love and grace. When you walk in the truth of who you are, you bring glory to my name. You show the world what it means to be loved, to be valued, and to be enough. Take heart, my beloved. You are enough, not because of what you do, but because of who you are in me. You are enough, not because of what others say, but because of what I say. And I say that you are loved, cherished, and chosen. Trust in this truth, and let it transform the way you see yourself. You are enough, now and always. You are enough in every season of your life, whether it feels like a time of abundance or a time of scarcity. Seasons change, and with them, so do the circumstances around you. But your worth does not waver. It is not tied to the ups and downs of life. You are enough in the seasons of growth and in the seasons of waiting. You are enough in your victories and in your challenges. Through it all, my love for you remains steadfast and unchanging. When you are walking through a season of uncertainty, know that you are not alone. I am with you, and I go before you, preparing the way. You don't need to have all the answers to move forward. Trust me to guide you, step by step, moment by moment. When you lean into me, you will find the peace and assurance you need to navigate the unknown. You are enough, even when you don't feel prepared or capable. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and I will never let you go. When life feels overwhelming and you question your ability to keep going, remember this. You don't have to carry the burden alone. I am here to shoulder it with you. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you. Let me be your refuge and your strength. You don't need to prove yourself to me. I already know your heart, and I delight in you. You are enough, not because you have everything figured out, but because I have everything under control. You are enough even when you stumble and fall. There is no shame in struggling, no failure in needing help. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is at work in you, even in your most vulnerable moments. When you fall, I am the one who lifts you up. When you feel broken, I am the one who heals you. Your imperfections are not a barrier to my love. They are an invitation for my grace to shine all the more brightly in your life. When others question your worth or try to diminish who you are, remember that their words do not define you. Only my word has the power to speak truth over your life, and my word declares that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, created in my image, and deeply loved. The opinions of others cannot change what I have already spoken over you. You are enough because I say you are, and my word is final. You are enough even when the world seems to measure worth by impossible standards. In a culture that demands perfection, endless productivity, and constant comparison, I call you to rest in the truth of who you are. You don't have to meet the world's expectations to find peace. Come to me, and I will give you rest. Let me remind you that you are enough, just as you are, in the quiet of my presence. My child, you are enough in your uniqueness. The gifts, talents, and traits I have given you are not mistakes. They are intentional. They are part of my perfect design. Stop comparing yourself to others, wishing you had their strengths or abilities. You were not created to be anyone else. You were created to be you. The world needs what I have placed within you. Trust that your unique gifts are part of my plan, even if you can't see the full picture yet. You are enough even in the moments when you doubt yourself. Self-doubt can feel like a heavy chain, holding you back from stepping into all I have for you. But know this, your doubts do not diminish your worth. I do not see you as incomplete or lacking. I see you as whole, loved, and chosen. When doubt whispers that you are not capable, listen instead to my voice, which says, "You can, because I am with you." When you feel tired and worn out, know that you are still enough. Your value is not tied to how much you can do or how productive you can be. Rest is not a weakness, it is a gift. Come to me and let me refresh your soul. In the stillness, you will find that you are enough, not because of what you accomplish, but because of who you are. You are enough because my love covers every part of you, the parts you celebrate and the parts you hide. You are enough because I have called you my own. You are enough because I see you fully and love you completely. No matter where you go or what you do, nothing can separate you from my love. Take this truth with you wherever you go. You are enough. Not because of your success or your strength, but because I have declared it to be so. My love for you is the foundation of your worth, and that love will never fail. Rest in this truth, my beloved. You are enough today, tomorrow, and forever. You are enough, not just for the quiet moments or the struggles, but for the calling I have placed upon your life. The purpose I have given you is not dependent on your ability to perform perfectly. It is not contingent upon you being without flaws. I chose you, knowing everything about you, the beauty and the brokenness, the strengths and the weaknesses. You are enough for the work I have prepared for you, because I am the one who equips and sustains you. When you face challenges, know that they do not disqualify you. In fact, the obstacles you encounter are part of the refining process. They are shaping you, growing you, and teaching you to lean on me. You are enough, even when the road feels steep and the journey feels long. I am walking with you every step of the way, providing the strength and wisdom you need. Trust that I'm using even the hard moments to fulfill my purpose in your life. Do not underestimate what I can do through you. The world may tell you that you are too small, too insignificant to make a difference. But I delight in using what the world considers small to accomplish great things. Remember the shepherd boy David, overlooked by others but chosen by me to be a king. Remember the widow with her 2 small coins, whose humble offering I honored above the wealth of the rich. Remember the disciples, ordinary fishermen whom I called to change the world. Like them, you are enough because I am with you, and I am the one who empowers you. You are enough even when you feel uncertain about the path ahead. I do not ask you to see the whole picture. I only ask you to trust me for the next step. Your faithfulness in the small things is enough for me. Do not despise the days of small beginnings, for they are the foundation of what I am building in your life. Every act of obedience, no matter how small, is significant in my eyes. You are enough in your relationships, even when you feel like you fall short. You don't need to be everything for everyone. I did not create you to carry the weight of others' expectations or to meet every need on your own. That is my job, not yours. You are enough when you show love, even in imperfect ways. You are enough when you offer kindness, even when you feel like you have little left to give. Your presence, your care, and your authenticity are gifts to those around you. When you feel misunderstood, remember that I understand you completely. I know the depth of your heart, even when others cannot see it. I know your intentions, your dreams, and your struggles. You are enough, even when you feel like no one truly gets you. I created you, and I know you better than you know yourself. My understanding of you is perfect, and my love for you is boundless. You are enough in your dreams and aspirations. The desires I have placed within you are not accidental. They are part of my design. When you dream, dream boldly, knowing that I am the one who planted those seeds in your heart. But also remember that your dreams do not define your worth. Even if your plans change or unfold differently than you expect, you are still enough. Your value is not in achieving every goal, but in trusting me with the journey. When you face rejection, do not let it diminish your sense of worth. Rejection from the world does not equate to rejection from me. In fact, my son experienced rejection so that you could know acceptance. He was despised and rejected, yet through him you are fully embraced. My acceptance of you is complete, and it is not dependent on human approval. You are enough because you are accepted by the one who matters most. You are enough in my kingdom. There is a place for you here, a place that no one else can fill. Your voice, your perspective, your gifts, they are all part of my plan. Do not believe the lie that you are unnecessary or replaceable. You are a vital part of the body, and I have uniquely positioned you for such a time as this. Remember that I am your source. When you feel depleted, come to me. When you feel like you don't have enough strength, wisdom, or love to give, turn to me. I am the wellspring of life, and I will fill you with all that you need. You are enough not because you have all the answers, but because you have me. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. Let go of the fear of not measuring up. Let go of the idea that you need to earn my love or prove your worth. You are enough simply because you are mine. Rest in this truth and let it bring peace to your soul. My beloved child, you are enough today, tomorrow, and forever. This is not just a fleeting affirmation. It is the eternal truth of who you are in me. Walk in this truth, live from this truth, and let it transform the way you see yourself. You are enough because my love for you is complete, unchanging, and everlasting. You are enough, even in the moments when you feel fragile, as though life's challenges might break you. Do you know that I specialize in using the broken to build something beautiful? The world sees cracks as flaws, but I see them as openings for my light to shine through. I take the pieces of your life, both the joyful and the painful, and weave them together into a masterpiece. Your brokenness does not disqualify you. It invites my healing touch. You are enough, even in the silence. When you pray and the answers seem slow in coming, know that I am not ignoring you. I hear every word, every sigh, and even the prayers you cannot put into words. I am not a distant observer of your life. I am your ever-present help, working in ways you cannot yet see. Silence does not mean absence, and delay does not mean denial. In the waiting, you are still enough. I see your heart, the dreams you've held onto for so long, the hopes you've whispered only to me. I see your faith, even when it feels small and fragile. I want you to know that I am faithful. I am not in a hurry, and I am not late. My timing is perfect, and so is my plan for you. Trust that you are enough in this moment, even as you wait for what is to come. When the world tells you that you need to change who you are to be accepted, remember that I created you intentionally. You are not an accident. Every detail of your being was crafted by my hand. Your personality, your quirks, your strengths, and even your struggles. They are all part of the unique person I designed you to be. You don't need to conform to the world's standards or fit into someone else's mold. You are enough as you are because I made you that way. When you feel inadequate in your faith, remember that I do not measure you by the size of your belief, but by the depth of my love. Even a mustard seed of faith is enough for me to move mountains. I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for a willing heart. You don't need to have all the answers or feel spiritually strong all the time. Bring me your doubts, your questions, and your struggles. I will meet you right where you are, and my love will guide you forward. You are enough even in the midst of your fears. Fear can be a powerful force, but it does not have the final say. I am greater than your fears, and I am with you in every moment of uncertainty. When you feel afraid, remember my promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am your refuge and strength, your ever-present help in trouble. You are not defined by your fears. You are defined by my love, which casts out fear. You are enough because my spirit dwells within you. You are not navigating this life alone. The same power that raised my son from the dead lives in you, giving you strength, wisdom, and peace. You may feel weak, but my spirit is your source of power. You may feel unsure, but my spirit is your guide. You are enough because I have equipped you with everything you need for the life I've called you to live. When life feels heavy and you wonder if you're making a difference, know that I see the impact of every act of love and faithfulness, even the smallest gestures. Offering a kind word, sharing a smile, or lending a helping hand are significant in my eyes. You don't need to perform grand gestures to be valued in my kingdom. Your faithfulness in the little things is enough. My child, you're enough in the eyes of the one who matters most. You don't need to fight for attention, approval, or validation. You are already fully seen, fully known, and fully loved by me. The world may overlook you, but I never will. The world may place conditions on love, but my love for you is unconditional. You are enough because I see your potential, even when you cannot. I see what I am shaping you to become, even when you feel like you're standing still. Trust that I am at work in you, molding you into the person I created you to be. I am not finished with you yet. You are a work in progress, but even now, you are enough. Do not let the weight of not enough crush you any longer. That weight is not yours to carry. Lay it down at my feet, and I will replace it with peace. I will remind you again and again that you are enough. Let this truth take root in your heart and grow into unshakable confidence, not in yourself, but in me. I love you, not for what you do, but for who you are. You are my child, and that is enough. Trust in this truth and let it set you free. You are enough today, tomorrow, and forevermore. You are enough, even in the moments when doubt feels like it will overwhelm you. Doubt is not the absence of faith. It is a part of your journey with me. I do not look at your questions or your uncertainties and turn away. I welcome them. Bring your doubts to me, for I am the one who strengthens weak faith and renews weary hearts. Your struggles with belief do not lessen your value in my eyes. You are enough, even when your faith feels small, because my love is always big enough to carry you through. Do you know that you are my delight? I do not watch your life from a distance, waiting for you to fail. I am intimately involved in every detail, and I take joy in who you are. Every time you show kindness, every time you persevere, every time you seek me, it brings me great joy. Even in the moments when you feel like you've fallen short, I see your effort, your heart, and your desire to grow. My delight in you is not based on perfection, but on my love, which celebrates you as you are. When you feel like your life doesn't measure up to what you had hoped, remember that I am the author of your story. Your life is not a series of random events. It is a masterpiece in progress. Each chapter has a purpose, even the ones that feel messy or incomplete. You are enough, even when the story doesn't seem to make sense, because I am the one writing it. Trust in my timing, my plans, and my ability to bring beauty from the unexpected. You are enough because my promises to you are unbreakable. I have promised to never leave you, to provide for your needs, and to guide you through every challenge. These promises do not depend on your performance. They are anchored in my faithfulness. When you feel like you have failed, when you feel like you don't measure up, my promises remain. They are not shaken by your circumstances or your feelings. Rest in the assurance that I am always true to my word. You are enough in your quiet moments of reflection, when you sit in stillness and wonder if you are truly seen. My answer is always yes. I see you in the stillness and in the busyness, in your laughter and in your tears. I see you in every part of your life, and I am with you in all of it. My presence surrounds you, not because you've earned it, but because you are mine. When you feel burdened by regrets, know that I have already made a way for redemption. Your past does not define you. My grace does. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are the recipient of my mercy. My Son gave his life so that you could walk in freedom, not in shame. You are enough because his sacrifice was enough. When I look at you, I do not see your failures. I see the righteousness of my Son covering you. You are enough in the community I've placed you in. Your voice, your presence, and your contributions matter more than you realize. You may think that what you bring is small, but I see the ripple effects of your faithfulness. Whether it's a word of encouragement, a listening ear, or simply showing up for others, your impact is greater than you know. I have positioned you where you are for a reason, and your presence is a gift to those around you. Even in your struggles with identity, when you wonder who you are or what your purpose is, you are enough. Your identity is not rooted in what you do, what you achieve, or what others think of you. Your identity is rooted in me. You are my child, my beloved, my creation. Nothing can take that away from you. When you feel lost, anchor yourself in this truth. You are enough because I have called you my own. You are enough, even in your imperfections. I'm not asking you to be flawless. I'm asking you to be faithful. Perfection is not what I seek. What I desire is a heart that turns to me. When you stumble, I am here to help you back up. When you fall short, my grace fills the gap. Your worth is not diminished by your humanity. It is magnified by my divine love for you. Let these words dwell deeply in your heart. You are enough, not because of the world's standards, not because of your accomplishments, but because you are loved by me. This love is unshakable, unchanging, and eternal. It is the foundation of your identity and the source of your worth. You are enough because I have declared it so, and my declaration is final. Walk forward in confidence, my precious child. You are enough in every moment, in every season, and in every circumstance. Trust in this truth and let it guide your steps. You are enough today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. You are enough in the quiet corners of your heart, where dreams are nurtured, even if they seem too small or too fragile to matter. Those dreams you carry, the ones you've hidden or dismissed, were placed in you by my hand. I delight in the desires of your heart, and I see the potential within you, even when you cannot. You are enough to step into those dreams, not because you are perfect, but because I am with you. I am the one who waters those seeds, who provides the growth, and who leads you into the fullness of my plans. You are enough in your relationships, even when they feel messy or imperfect. I did not call you to be perfect in love, but to love with sincerity. Relationships require grace, patience, and forgiveness, and you are enough to offer those gifts, not because of your own strength, but because of mine. I will guide you in showing love, in speaking truth, and in building connections that reflect my heart. Trust that even when things feel unresolved, I am at work in the hearts of those around you. When you feel like you're carrying too much, know that I am your rest. You were never meant to bear every burden on your own. I invite you to lay them down at my feet, to trust that I am strong enough to carry what you cannot. You are enough, even when you feel weary, because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Come to me, and I will give you rest for your soul. You are enough, not because you've never failed, but because I never fail. My plans for you are good, even when you don't understand them. When doors close or opportunities pass, trust that I am redirecting you towards something better. Your worth is not tied to your successes or missed chances. It is rooted in my love, which cannot be shaken by any earthly outcome. In the moments when you feel forgotten, remember that I never lose sight of you. You are engraved on the palms of my hands. You are never out of my thoughts. Even when the world seems to move on without you, I remain constant, watching over you with a love that does not waver. You are enough, not because of how much attention you receive, but because you are always in my care. You are enough in your questions, your seeking, and your longing. I created you with a mind and a heart that yearns for meaning, for purpose, for truth. Your curiosity and your desire to know me are not flaws. They are gifts. When you wrestle with doubts or struggle to understand, bring them to me. I welcome your questions, and I will guide you to the answers in my perfect timing. Even in your uncertainty, you are enough, because your seeking brings you closer to me. You are enough even when you feel like you don't measure up to those around you. Comparison is a thief of joy, and it blinds you to the beauty of who you are. I did not create you to walk someone else's path or to carry their calling. You are uniquely made, and your journey is your own. You are enough for the purpose I have designed for you, and no one else can fulfill it the way you can. When you look at your reflection and see only flaws, I want you to see what I see, a masterpiece. I knit you together with care, crafting every part of you with intention. You are beautiful because you bear my image. Do not let the world's shallow standards define your worth. You are enough exactly as you are because you were created by me with infinite love and care. You are enough, even in the face of pain and sorrow. Life's hardships do not lessen your value or make you less worthy of love. In your tears, I am with you, holding you close and comforting your heart. Your struggles do not separate you from my love. They draw me closer to you. You are enough because my grace surrounds you, even in your darkest moments. You are enough in the roles you play, whether as a parent, a friend, a partner, or a child. You may feel like you're falling short, but I see the effort, the love, and the care you pour into those around you. I see the sacrifices you make, the prayers you whisper, and the hope you hold on to. You are enough in your relationships because I am the one who sustains and equips you. When you feel like your life is ordinary, know that I specialize in doing extraordinary things through the ordinary. The small acts of kindness, the quiet moments of faithfulness, the unnoticed efforts, they are not insignificant to me. They are the building blocks of my kingdom. You are enough, even in the mundane, because I work through all things for my glory. Let this truth anchor you. You are enough because I am enough. My love is sufficient, my grace is abundant, and my presence is unwavering. You do not need to strive or prove yourself to be worthy of my love. It is already yours, freely given. Rest in this truth, my beloved child. You are enough today, tomorrow, and always. You are enough in the eyes of the one who sees you fully, not just the outward actions or the words you speak, but the depths of your heart. I see the intentions behind your choices, the silent prayers you offer, and the hopes that you barely dare to speak aloud. You are enough because you are my creation, and nothing I make is ever incomplete or unworthy. Every part of you, even the pieces you question, is designed with purpose and care. When you feel stretched too thin, as though you cannot meet the demands of life, remember that I am your source. You were never meant to pour from an empty cup. When you come to me, I will refill you. I will give you strength when you feel weak and peace when chaos surrounds you. You are enough, even when you feel like you can't keep up. My power is made perfect in your need, and I will never ask more of you than I have already equipped you to handle. You are enough in the midst of your struggles with identity. The world will try to define you by its fleeting standards, your achievements, appearance, possessions, or popularity. But my definition of you is eternal. You are my child, redeemed, cherished, and set apart. When the world's labels fail or fade, my name for you remains: beloved, chosen, and enough. You are enough in your seasons of waiting. Waiting can feel like an eternity, but it is not wasted time. I am working in the waiting, preparing you for what lies ahead and drawing you closer to me. Trust that my timing is perfect, even when it feels delayed. You are enough in this moment, not because of what you are doing, but because of who you are becoming in me. You are enough in the battles you fight within yourself, the quiet wars of insecurity, fear, and regret. I see those battles, and I am fighting for you. You do not have to win every struggle on your own. My grace is sufficient for you, and my love will not let you go. You are enough, even when you feel like you are losing the fight, because I am the one who gives you victory. When you feel like your contributions are too small to matter, know that I see every act of faithfulness. I see the effort you put into loving others, even when it goes unacknowledged. I see the patience you show in difficult situations, the compassion you offer to those in need, and the quiet prayers you lift for others. These moments may seem small to you, but they are precious to me. You are enough, not because of the size of your actions, but because of the heart behind them. You are enough even when you feel uncertain about the future. I hold your tomorrow in my hands, and nothing takes me by surprise. You don't need to have everything planned or figured out. Trust in me, for I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. You are enough because I am the one who guides your steps. You are enough in your pursuit of holiness, even when the journey feels slow. Sanctification is not a race, it is a process. I see your desire to grow, your willingness to learn, and your commitment to seeking me. You may stumble, but every step you take toward me is a victory. I am not measuring your worth by how far you've come, but celebrating every moment you turn your heart toward me. You are enough because my love defines you, not your circumstances or your mistakes. My love is unconditional, unrelenting, and unshakable. It is the foundation of your identity, the anchor of your soul, and the assurance that you are valued beyond measure. When the world tries to make you question your worth, come back to this truth. You are enough because you are loved by me. Even in the moments when you feel like you've drifted away from me, you are enough. My arms are always open, ready to welcome you back. There is no distance too great, no mistake too large that can separate you from my love. You don't need to fix yourself before coming to me. You are enough as you are. My grace meets you where you are and carries you forward. You are enough because I have chosen you. Before the foundation of the world, I set my love upon you. I called you by name, and I have never regretted that choice. You are not an afterthought or a mistake. You are part of my perfect plan. You are enough because I have declared you to be mine, and nothing can change that truth. When you feel overwhelmed by expectations, when you question whether you can meet the demands placed upon you, remember that I am your strength. You are not meant to do everything on your own. Lean into me, and I will provide what you need. You are enough because I am with you, and my presence is all sufficient. Let these words take root in your heart. You are enough, not because of anything you have done, but because of everything I have done for you. My love for you is not something you can earn. It is a gift. It is not something you can lose. It is eternal. Trust in this love and let it remind you every day that you are enough, just as you are in every moment and for all eternity. You are enough, not only in your moments of strength, but also in your moments of vulnerability. It is often in your weakest times that my power works most profoundly. I do not expect you to carry every weight or face every challenge on your own. I am here to be your strength, your shield, and your helper. You are enough, even when you feel fragile, because I am the one who sustains you. When you question your purpose, remember that I created you with intention. Every detail of your life, your talents, your experiences, and even your struggles has been woven into my greater plan. You may not see the full picture now, but trust that I am working all things together for good. You are enough for the purpose I have set before you, because I am the one who equips and empowers you to fulfill it. You are enough, even when you feel like you are falling behind. Life may seem like a race, with others moving faster or achieving more, but I am not comparing you to anyone else. Your journey is unique, and I am walking it with you. Progress in my kingdom is not measured by speed but by faithfulness. You are enough because you are walking with me step by step at the pace I have set for you. When you face criticism or rejection, do not let it define you. The world may judge you harshly, but my love is not based on human opinions. I see you for who you truly are, my beloved child. You are enough even when others fail to recognize your worth, because my approval of you is eternal and unchanging. You are enough in your waiting, even when it feels like the world is moving forward while you stand still. Waiting is not a punishment, but a season of preparation. In the waiting, I am teaching you to trust, to grow, and to find your peace in me. You are enough even in the stillness, because your value does not depend on activity or achievement. When your emotions feel overwhelming, when anxiety rises, when sadness takes hold, or when anger burns within you, you are still enough. I do not shy away from your feelings or ask you to suppress them. Bring them to me, and I will give you comfort and peace. You are enough because I understand your heart completely, and I am with you through every storm. You are enough in the face of your fears. Fear is a natural part of life, but it does not have to control you. I am your courage and your confidence. When fear tells you that you are not strong enough, remind yourself of this truth. I am your strength. You are enough because you do not face your fears alone. I am with you, and I will never leave you. When you feel like your life is ordinary or insignificant, know that I see extraordinary value in you. The small everyday moments of kindness, love, and faithfulness are powerful in my eyes. You are enough in the ordinary because I use even the simplest acts to accomplish my purposes. Do not underestimate the significance of your life. It is part of a story far greater than you can imagine. You are enough in your relationships, even when they feel strained or imperfect. Love is not about perfection. It is about presence, patience, and perseverance. You are enough when you choose to show love, even when it is difficult. I am the one who strengthens you to forgive, to reconcile, and to build bridges of understanding. Trust that I am at work in your relationships, even when progress feels slow. You are enough, even when you carry regrets about your past. I am the God of redemption, and I make all things new. Your past does not define you, my grace does. When you feel weighed down by mistakes or missed opportunities, bring them to me. I am the one who restores, who heals, and who turns ashes into beauty. You are enough because my forgiveness is complete, and my love covers every part of you. You are enough because I made you, and I do not make mistakes. When you doubt your worth, remember that you are the work of my hands, a masterpiece crafted with care and intention. You are enough because you are a reflection of my image, a living testament to my creativity and love. Let this truth be your foundation. You are enough, not because of what you do, but because of who you are in me. My love for you is not conditional. It does not waver with your successes or failures. It is a love that stands firm, that holds you close, and that declares again and again that you are enough. My child, rest in this truth. Lay down the burdens of striving, comparison, and self-doubt. You do not need to prove your worth to me or to anyone else. You are enough because I say you are. Let that truth bring you peace, comfort, and confidence as you walk forward, knowing you are fully loved, fully valued, and fully enough, today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. You are enough, even when the weight of your own expectations feels overwhelming. I see how you set standards for yourself that are often higher than anyone else would ask of you. I see the pressure you put on your own shoulders to be everything to everyone. But my child, I never intended for you to live under such a heavy burden. I have called you to live in my grace, not to strive endlessly for a perfection that only I can fulfill. You are enough, not because of what you achieve, but because of who you are to me. When you feel like you're not doing enough, pause and remember this. I do not measure you by the world's standards. I do not require endless busyness or flawless performance. What I desire is your heart, your willingness to walk with me, to trust me, and to rest in my love. You are enough when you simply choose to abide in me. You are enough when you feel unseen. There are moments in life when it feels like your efforts go unnoticed, when your voice seems unheard and your presence feels overlooked. But I see you. I see every act of love, every sacrifice, every moment of faithfulness, no matter how small. Nothing you do in my name is ever wasted. You are enough, even when others fail to acknowledge your worth, because I celebrate you every single day. You may feel as though you've reached your limit, as though the weight of life is too much to carry. I see your struggles and understand the weariness in your heart. These moments, though difficult, are not the end of your strength, but the beginning of my power working in you. My grace sustains you, and my strength is perfected in your weakness. You were never meant to face it all alone. Lean on me, and I will uphold you. In the face of challenges that seem beyond your ability, trust in my presence. The unknown may feel overwhelming, but I am already there, preparing the way before you. With every step you take, I steady your path. You are never alone, for I am your guide, your protector, and your ever-present source of wisdom and strength. Messy emotions, tangled thoughts, and the depth of your heart do not push me away. I know every aspect of your being, your joys, frustrations, and fears, and I embrace you fully. Bring everything to me without hesitation. My love meets you exactly where you are and offers compassion, understanding, and healing. In seasons of transition, life may feel unstable, as though the ground beneath you shifts constantly. Yet even in the uncertainty, I am at work. Change is not meant to overwhelm, but to transform. Trust that I am creating something new and beautiful in your life. Though you may not see the full picture yet, my plans are for your good, and I will guide you through every step of the journey. Progress may sometimes feel invisible, as though nothing is changing or moving forward. However, growth often takes root in the unseen places. Like a seed beneath the soil, transformation is happening within you, even if it is not yet visible. Trust in the work I am doing, for I never leave my work unfinished. The fruit will come in its perfect season. In moments of doubt, bring your questions and uncertainties to me. They do not weaken your faith, but deepen it as you draw closer to my heart. I welcome your curiosity and your seeking, for they are signs of a heart yearning for truth. Trust that I will gently guide you toward clarity in my perfect time. You belong to me, and nothing can change that. You are not an outsider struggling to find a place. You are part of my family, cherished and secure. Through my Son, you have been adopted into my kingdom, and my love for you is eternal and unshakable. No force in heaven or earth can separate you from the love I have for you. There may be times you feel as though you are too broken, too emotional, or too complicated. Let me assure you, there is no part of you that is beyond my understanding or my grace. I see every piece of who you are and love you without reservation. Even the parts you struggle to accept are held in my hands, ready to be transformed into something beautiful. Life may bring seasons of uncertainty, and the future may seem overwhelming. Remember, I have already equipped you with all you need for the journey. My grace is sufficient for today and for everything that lies ahead. Trust in my provision, for I will never fail to meet your needs. It is easy to feel as though your worth is tied to milestones, achievements, or a sense of completeness. But your value does not rest in what you accomplish or how polished your life appears. Right now, as you are a masterpiece in my hands. My work in you is ongoing, but even in the process, you are already deeply loved and fully held. The weight of expectations, whether from yourself or others, can feel crushing. But I never placed that burden on you. I created you to live in freedom, to walk in grace, and to rest in my sufficiency. Release the pressure to be perfect and embrace the truth that my strength shines through your imperfections. Every act of kindness, every prayer, and every moment of faithfulness has meaning in my eyes. Though you may not see the ripple effects, I see every life you touch and every seed of hope you plant. Your life is woven into the greater tapestry of my kingdom, and nothing you do in my name is ever forgotten. In the restless yearning for more, let me remind you of this. You were made for something greater than this world can offer. Your longing points you to me, the one who satisfies every desire of your heart. Even amidst unanswered questions or unfulfilled goals, you are already complete because I am your fulfillment. There are times the path ahead will appear unclear, and you may wonder if you are moving in the right direction. Trust that I am guiding you, even through the uncertainty. You don't need to see the entire road, just the next step. My light will illuminate your way, and I will not let you falter. Your past may feel like a shadow over your present, but in my hands, it holds no power to define you. I am the God of redemption, turning every failure, every regret, and every misstep into a story of grace. Nothing is wasted, and all things are made new through me. Whether you are celebrating, grieving, thriving, or struggling, I am with you. My presence surrounds you, strengthening you in every valley and rejoicing with you on every mountaintop. Take comfort in knowing you are never alone. My love for you is not something you earn, it is a gift freely given. Your worth is not determined by your accomplishments, your circumstances, or your own doubts. I define who you are, and my love for you is constant, unchanging, and eternal. Even in the quiet, ordinary rhythms of life, I am with you. I delight in your faithfulness, in the love and care you pour into each task, no matter how small. You may not see the significance, but I see it all, and I take great joy in walking beside you. You were created with purpose and intention. Your gifts, your uniqueness, and your journey are not accidents. They are part of my divine design. Celebrate who you are, not by comparing yourself to others, but by trusting that I made you just as you are for a reason. Let these truths fill your heart. You are loved, you are seen, and you are held. There is nothing more you need to prove, and nothing you lack in my eyes. Trust in my love, which is unshakable and constant, and let it guide your steps, calm your heart, and fill you with peace. You are mine, and that is enough. Let my love be the foundation of your life, the strength that sustains you, and the light that leads you forward. Rest in the assurance that you are known, loved, and cherished, now and forever.